This conference will now be recorded.
Right. Let me know first what is the meaning of communication? Can anyone respond? Can you define the communication? Communication.
It's a medium.
Communication is not the medium. What is the meaning of communication? For proper
transfer
communication, medium is required. For communication, not the medium.
information. To transfer the information one place to another place.
I think each and everyone knows about the communication. Each and everyone have the definition of communication. Please respond. What is the meaning of communication? How can you define the communication?
Interchange from one place to another place.
Right.
Of information.
Okay. So transferring the information, exchanging of information, exchanging something from one place to another place. Please come aside. Don't sit near to your parents or your sister or brother. Please come aside. Right. So communication is nothing but transferring the information from source to destination, right? Or you can say that from one place to another place, from transmitter to receiver, like that we will have so many definitions. But in general, when you go for the communication, you can say that from source to destination. And when you go for the communication block diagram, what are the main blocks in the communication block diagram? What are the main blocks in communication block diagram?
Source, carrier, destination.
Source, carrier. What about the remaining total 79 members here? What are the main blocks?
Channel, receiver, channel.
Okay, you have to go in a order actually. Don't say that like first receiver, next transmitter, and first receiver, channel transmitter. Don't say like that. In a order. And what are the types of communication?
Sender, channel, receiver.
Okay, good, right. What are the types of communications? Types of communications.
Two types, analog communication, digital communication.
Right. According to your answer, analog communication, digital communication, right? Only two types. What about the mobile communication, satellite communication, radar communication? What about all those things?
Telecommunication.
Telecommunication, right? Any answers?
Satellite communication.
Satellite communication. Okay. Whatever the communication, in general, communication block diagram is having only three blocks: source, channel, and destination. Is it or not? Source, channel, destination. It may be either optical communication, analog communication, digital communication, satellite communication, mobile communication, whatever it. Whatever it is having the three blocks only: source, channel, destination. Now tell me, what is the use of source? What is source? What is source?
To transmit the data.
Source. What is source? I think all are in holidays mode.
Input.
What is the use of source and what is the use of channel and destination?
Which
think
is
in,
used to transfer the data.
In second year, second semester, Ella communication, digital communication subject was completed, right?
Which stores the data and pass information to destination.
Any more answers?
Which is used to transfer the data from one source to another.
Some answers in chat box. I think I want to check all those answers. It is a data. Sai Pravalika, Sai Kirti, which stores the data, provides information. It is a data. Okay, transmitter, receiver. Right. Channel, source. Okay, right. So in general, in a technical way, you can say that whatever the information required to transfer, you told that communication is nothing but transfer the information from one place to another place, from source to destination. So here point is whatever the information required to transmit, that information can be generated by the source. Is it clear? Whatever the information required to transmit, that information can be generated by the source. Now tell me, what are the sources you know? Some types of sources. Tell me some types of sources. Here I told that source nothing but it can generate the information. It can generate the information. Now tell me what are the sources are available. Suppose if you want to go for the optical communication, so optical communication nothing but light signals, right? So optical signal has to be transmitted. So in that case, optical source you have to use. Suppose if you want to go for the analog communication, analog source, digital communication, digital source. Even for digital communication, you can go for analog source also, but again you have to convert into digital. Is the point is clear? So source nothing but whatever the information you want to transmit, you want to send, that information can be generated by the source. That can be transmitted through the channel. That can be received by the destination. Is it okay? In between we are having like transducers, transmitters, receivers, modulators, demodulators, so many things you are having. Depends upon the type of communication. Suppose the source may be either analog data or digital data. It may be anything, either analog data or digital data. If you want to go for the analog communication, no need to convert into digital. If you want to go for the digital communication, but the data coming from the source is analog, at that time you have to convert into digital. Is the point is clear? Suppose the source is analog source. Whenever the source is analog, the data coming from the analog source is analog in nature. Suppose if you want to go for analog communication, if you want to transmit the analog signals, no need to convert those analog signals into digital. Suppose if you want to go for the digital data transmission, but the source is analog, at that time you have to convert into analog to digital. Is my point is clear? Yes, please respond. Yes, right. Here, according to our syllabus, we have to go for the digital communication. I don't want to discuss about the analog communication, digital communication, because our subject is related to digital only. When you go for the digital communication black diagram, do you remember what are the blocks are available in digital communication black diagram? what are the blocks are available in digital communication block diagram? Do you remember or not? Can anyone tell me what is the first block? Right here for you, I have downloaded a communication block diagram. So digital communication block diagram. Look at this. Is it visible? Digital communication block diagram.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So this is the digital communication block diagram. The first block is source. And next one is source encoder, channel encoder, modulator, transmitting antenna, channel, receiving antenna, demodulator, channel decoder, source decoder, and destination. So this is the digital communication block diagram. Do you remember or not? I think already you completed about this, right? The previous semester you completed about the digital communication block diagram. Is it true or not? Tell me, no problem. If you know about this, tell me yes sir, I know that. Otherwise, no sir, I don't know that. Like that you have to respond. Right, here also see source. Look at that black diagram. Source, the output of the source, it may be either analog or digital, it may be anything. Is it okay, visible, or some zooming is needed? Is it okay? Because I want to type something here. Black diagram is okay. Is it visible, black diagram? All of you?
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
No, na? Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No, what
No,
happened?
sir.
What happened? What is the problem?
జూమ్ చేయండి సార్ కొంచెం క్లారిటీ
Zoom.
లేదు.
Right, right. Now okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. First comment is source. The source, output of the source, it may be either analog or digital, either voice or image. It may be anything. It may be anything. So that is given to the source encoder. Now tell me, what is the function of source encoder? First tell me, what is the meaning of encoding? Look at our once try to recall our subject name, error correcting codes, coding. Our subject is about the coding actually. That's why here my question is, what is the meaning of encoding? What is the encoding? My question is encoding.
To convert in a particular form.
Converting. So encoding is nothing but the process of converting the data or a given sequence, or it may be anything, into a specified format for the transmission of data. Here point is, for example, when you go for the analog communication block diagram, in that we are having transducer. What is the use of transducer? Do you remember this? What is the use of this? Why you have to use this in the analog communication block diagram? In order to convert from non-electrical signals to electrical signals. In general, transducer to convert from one form to another form, right? From non-electrical signals to electrical signals. So here my point is, now only I told that the data coming from the sources, it may be either image or voice or analog data or digital data, it may be anything. I want to transmit that. I want to transmit that through this digital communication. So in order to transmit, what is the suitable format is required. Now source encoder convert whatever the data coming from the source into suitable format. Is it okay? Now I want to give the definition. Encoding is the, you can note down, no problem, process of converting the data. It is the process of converting the data or a given sequence of characters, symbols, alphabets, etc. It is a process of converting the data or a given sequence of characters, symbols, alphabets, etc. into a specified format. For the secured transmission of data. Right. So this is the definition of encoding. Is it okay? Look at the definition once. By heart the definition, encoding. So encoding is the process of converting the data or a given sequence of characters, symbols, alphabets, etc. into a specified format for the secured transmission of data. Right? Now tell me, how can you get these symbols, characters, alphabets, all these things? How can you get all these things? How can you get all these things? So all these things are coming from the source. Right? Now encoding is a process of converting whatever the data coming from the source into a specified format for the transmission of data. Is it okay? That means you can say that. Now look at this black diagram. Source encoder converts whatever the data coming from the source into sequence of bits. I am repeating once again. Source encoder encodes. It can use the bits. Whatever the data given to the source encoder, the output of the source encoder is in the form of bits. That's why here I presented like 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0 like this. So in the form of bits. So before the source encoder, whatever the data, that may be either in the analog form, digital form, whatever it, other image or voice signal, it may be anything. But after the source encoder, the data is in the form of bits. Is my point is clear? Once again I am repeating. Before this, listen carefully and remember all these things. Before the source encoder, whatever the data coming from the source, suppose if it is in the image format, analog format, digital format, it may be anything. But after this source encoder, the sequence of bits. And one more important function of this source encoder is it can reduce the redundancy. Redundancy. What is the meaning of redundancy? Redundancy is nothing but repetition of data. So it can reduce the repetition of data when you go for the source encoding. So encoding reduce the redundancy. Encoding converts the data or information coming from the source into a sequence of bits with the help of some techniques also. Now tell me, what are the source encoding techniques? What are the source encoding techniques? Source encoding techniques. Actually, in the year 1948, the scientist name was Shannon. What about this, right? Shannon demonstrated a paper. In that paper, he mentioned that whatever the noise or error in a medium can be reduced to a desired level with the proper encoding. With the help of the proper encoding, is there any noise or error in the medium that can be reduced to some extent, reduced to a desired level with the help of the encoding techniques. So when you go for the source encoding, the two well-known techniques for the source encoding, those two are Shannon-Fano coding and Huffman coding. I think you heard about this, right? Huffman coding. These two are the source encoding techniques. Up to this clear? Any doubts? Up to source encoder. Up to this clear? Can anyone respond? What happened?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Next, coming to channel encoder. Now, what is the function of channel encoder? Now, our subject is mainly in this channel encoder. Error control coding. Error controlling is main part in this channel encoder. Error correction capabilities, error detection capabilities are involved in this channel encoder. So with the help of these channel encoding techniques, you can detect the errors and you can correct the errors. Error control codes. What are the codes are available in order to detect the errors, in order to correct the errors? What are the codes are available? What are the types of codes? Which code is useful for what purpose? So all these things you have to know. But all the codes are used to reduce the errors. It can detect the errors, it can correct the errors. Error control coding. I think you're clear about the encoding definition, right? Now I want to give you another definition, error control coding. So before going to discuss about this channel encoder, I want to give the definition of error control coding. Definition of error control coding. So it is a coding procedure done to control the occurrence of errors. So error control coding is a coding procedure done to control the occurrence of errors. Actually, when you go for the communication, noise or error is the main problem. Because of that, the reliability of the communication system can be degraded. The reliability can be reduced. Reliability can be less whenever the medium is having some errors or noise. So these occurrences of noise, occurrences of errors can be controlled with the help of this error control coding. That's why it is a coding procedure done to control the occurrences of errors. That means these techniques nothing but error control coding techniques helps in error detection and correction. Error control coding techniques are helps in error detection and correction. Right? So here point is, in order to detect the errors or in order to correct the errors, in this channel encoding, what happened is some extra bits are added. Those extra bits are known as the parity bits. Those extra bits are known as parity bits. For example, look at this black diagram. So whatever the source coming, whatever the data coming from the source, after applying the source encoding technique, maybe the data is like this. The sequence of bits are like this: 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, like this. That means after the source encoder, here the output is 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. Now after the channel encoder, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, two extra bits are there. So these extra bits are known as the parity bits. These 6 bits are known as the message bits. After the source encoder, the bits are known as the information bits or message bits. In the channel encoder, some extra bits or some parity bits are added to the sequence of information bits. Now after the channel encoder, the bits are like this: 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. Have you observed or not? So before the channel encoder, so these bits are the information bits: 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. In the channel encoder, some extra bits are added. Now after the channel encoder, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. These two bits are known as the parity bits. So these bits are added in order to detect the errors and correct the errors. So how can you detect the errors? How can you correct the errors? I will explain later, no problem. With the help of all those coding techniques, you will get the clarity. But your point is, what happened in the channel encoder? What is the use of channel encoder is important, right? Now you can say that before the important point, before the channel encoder, information bits. After the channel encoder, you can say that encoded bits. Don't say information bits. Once again, I'm repeating. Before the channel encoder, the bits are information bits. But after the channel encoder, you can say that encoded bits. In general, in almost all cases, you can say that there are k number of message bits. K number of message bits. And after the channel encoder, the encoded bits, I want to denote the encoded bits are small n. Now we can say that the code has n comma k code. Sorry, wait. N, now here n comma k. So n comma k is a block code. N comma k is a linear block code. In general, you can denote the block code as like this. Is the point clear? So always remember that. So when I write k, when I write n nothing but after the encoding. So similarly, when you observe the black diagram, before the source encoding, you are having the voice data, image data, it may be anything. But after the source encoding, you are having only bits here. Suppose I want to denote these bits are k number of bits, k number of message bits. I want to denote the message bits. I want to denote the information bits as k. After the channel encoding, you can say that encoded bits. I want to denote that as n. So n number of encoded bits, k number of message bits. Now tell me how many number of parity bits are added here? N minus k. So k number of message bits, n minus k number of parity bits, n number of encoded bits. So each and every encoding technique, channel encoding technique gives the n number of bits. You can say that that is a code word. I will give the definition of each and everything, no problem. Just for concept point of view, I will give all these terms. I will give the definitions, no problem. But remember one thing, k number of message bits, n minus k number of parity bits, n number of encoded bits, or you can say that n number of output bits. Now, before this modulator, you are having the n number of bits or a code word. Those can be given to the modulator. Now tell me, what is the use of modulator here? Why you have to use modulator here? Modulator. What is the use of modulator? Need for modulation. I think first important question in your analog communication subject. Need for modulation. What is the use of modulation?
Communicate.
No one is responding. Try to respond in the chat box if you have any problem. What is the use of modulation? Reduce the size of antenna, right? Next. But what is the main function? Why you have to go for the modulation? One important point is there.
In order to go for long distance.
This is the important thing, to travel the long distance, right? That means here what happened is some digital data is there. Actually, the digital data cannot transmit up to the long distance. It cannot transmit it through the communication channel. That's why again you have to convert into analog format. That means you have to modulate that in order to travel the long distance, for long distance communications, right? For that purpose you have to go for the modulator. Here digital modulating techniques you have to use. Now tell me, what are the types of digital modulation techniques? Types of digital modulation techniques. Yeah, respond fast. Types of digital modulation techniques. Don't know? Do you know about AM? Is it analog modulation technique or digital modulation technique? AM.
Analog modulation technique.
Digital
right?
modulation.
No, not the digital analog. Now digital modulation techniques are ASK. You know about this? FSK, PSK,
Yes, sir.
DPSK.
Frequency shift keying.
Yes, all these are
Frequency shift keying.
digital modulation techniques. The amplitude shift keying, frequency shift keying.
FSK.
Their point is, why you have to use only ASK, FSK, PSK? Why not AM, PM, FM? That is also important. I will give the clarity after 2 to 3 minutes. Just here, remember one thing: digital modulation techniques, ASK, FSK, PSK, and these encoded bits can be modulated with the help of all these techniques, and those can be transmitted with the help of the transmitting antenna and through the channel. Some noise is added in the channel, noise or error, whatever it. The receiving antenna received the data transmitted by the transmitting antenna. And whatever the data coming from the modulator, that can be demodulated with the help of this demodulator. Now output of the demodulator is nothing but whatever the input of the modulator, that is like output of the channel encoding, that is the output of the demodulator. With the help of some demodulating techniques like coherent techniques, non-coherent techniques, we are having so many demodulation techniques. Again, that can be given to the channel decoder. Now channel decoder gives the estimate of the output of the source encoder. See here, output of the source encoder is 011010. Okay, for figure point of view, you can say that after the channel decoder, same data 011010, but you have to say that some estimate of output of the source encoder. Don't think that exact whatever the information coming from the source, exact same information can be received by the destination. Don't think like that. Okay, 100% efficiency is not possible when you go for the practical. That's why you can say that approximation of that, or you can say that some estimate of that. So that's why you can say that channel output of the channel decoder is the estimate of the output of source encoder, and output of the source decoder is the estimate of the source output, and finally that can give that can received by the destination. Is it clear, all of you? Clear about this? But our concentration is on channel encoding techniques. That means what is the encoding, what is the error control coding, and what are the error correction codes. So that is our syllabus actually. Do you have syllabus copy, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right, good. That's it about the digital communication black diagram. Anybody having any doubts? You can ask your doubts regarding this black diagram. If you don't have any doubts, then I can move further. Can I move to the next point? Or any doubts? Respond. Clear. Right. Okay. Right. Now only I have given the definition of encoding. Encoding is the process of converting the data in a given sequence into a specified format for the secured transmission of data. Now tell me, what is the definition of decoding? Decoding definition. Respond. What is the decoding? So after the encoding, what happens? Whatever the data coming from the source, that can be converted into some sequence of bits. Right? What happens? What is the meaning of decoding? Decoding nothing but again from the bits to required format, right? Or you can say that decoding is nothing but extracting the information from the converted format. Encoding nothing but process of converting from the data into specified format, and decoding nothing but extracting the information from the converted format. That is the meaning of decoding. Is it okay? Now I told that why you have to use only ASK, PSK, FSK. One question is there. So can anyone know the answer? Why you have to use only ASK, FSK, PSK? In that place, why not AM, PM, FM? We are having so many techniques, right? AM, FM, PM, PCM, DM, DPCM, ADM. We are having so many modulation techniques. PAM, PWM, PPM. So without using all these, why you have to use only ASK, PSK, FSK? What is the reason for that? Anyone know the answer? What happened? What happened to class toppers, right? So many members are responding when we are in classroom. Why are you not responding? All are gone. Huh? Total information is gone. Is it true?
No,
Can anyone
sir.
know the answer? Can anyone know the answer? 5 only ASK, FSK, PSK. First tell me one thing, is it correct or not? In the digital communication block diagram, in place of modulator, we have to use either ASK, PSK, FSK. Is it correct or not? So I am asking this question to you because already you know about the digital communication block diagram. That's why I am asking. In place of modulator, is it ASK, FSK, ASK or any other modulation technique? Those are examples of discrete modulation. Okay, digital modulation, that is okay. My question is why you have to use only those modulation techniques? Why not AM, FM, AM, PM, FM? So okay, right. Here point is I want to give some encoding techniques here. Encoding techniques. Here I told that encoding nothing but, don't think that encoding nothing but only in terms of bits only. So specified format. I told the definition into a specified format. Maybe my requirement is analog, my requirement is digital, my requirement is discrete. It may be anything. It may be anything. Depends on that you have to use the technique, right? Depends upon the type of data conversion. The encoding techniques are classified into some types. Depends upon the type of data conversion. I want to convert the analog data. I want to convert the digital data. I want to convert the analog data into analog signals. I want to convert the analog data into digital signals. Digital data into digital signals. Digital data into analog signals. Depends on that you have to use the encoding technique, right? So based upon the type of conversion, the data encoding techniques are divided into some types. So those are, first one is analog to, you can write that, analog data to analog signals. Analog data to analog signals. Now tell me, so meaning of that is, here I want to convert the analog data into analog signals. So output of the encoder is here analog signals. Now tell me, by using which modulation technique you will get the analog signal? Is my question is clear? By using which modulation technique the output is analog signal? Now tell me the answer. Right, good. ASK, not the ASK. ASK is okay. Yes, output of the ASK is analog only, but here question is input is analog data. Input is analog data. I want to get the output as analog signal. So analog to analog. Why digital modulation? Analog data to analog signal. Okay, right. Tell me one thing. Somebody answers ASK, FSK, PSK, that is okay. What is the input of ASK? What is the input of ASK? Is it in the form of bits or in the form of analog data?
Bits,
Can anyone
sir.
respond? In the form of bits, right? Good. So in the form of bits, nothing but is it analog data or digital data?
Digital data.
All right. That means here my question is analog data to analog signals. So you can't use ASK, FSK, PSK, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So here question, here answer is the modulation techniques AM, next FM, next PM, etc. So all these techniques are falls under this category. So when you are try to recall the amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, phase modulation techniques, the input is analog data, the output also analog. So if you want to convert the, that's why I told that depends upon the requirement. If you want to convert the analog data into analog signals, you want to go for the techniques are AM, FM and PM. And second one is, I want to convert analog data to digital signals. Now tell me, input is analog, output is digital. Now which techniques fall under this category?
Pulse code modulation.
Right, good. Pulse code modulation, delta modulation, all these
Digital
things.
pulse.
Pulse code modulation, delta modulation, error to delta modulation, DPCM, all these are fall under this category. Analog data to digital signals. And coming to third one, digital data to digital signals. Now tell me, digital data to, so first go for digital to analog. Digital to analog. Now input is digital, output is analog. Now go for the techniques as ASK, FSK, PSK, DPSK and all those things. That's why when you go for the digital communication black diagram, before the modulator, we are having channel decoder. Channel encoder. The output of the channel encoder is bits, digital data. So digital data cannot transmit through the physical channel directly. That's why I want to convert into analog. So conversion from digital data to analog. For that reason, I want to use ASK, FSK, PSK. Is it okay? And finally, last one is digital data to digital signals. What is the difference between digital data and digital signal? Is there any difference? What is the difference between digital data and digital signal? Huh? Can anyone respond? What is the difference between digital data and digital signal? So digital data nothing but okay in the form of ones and zeros. Then what is the meaning of digital signal? Digital signal or digital waveform? No answers in the chat box. Continuous form, right? That means here only two levels, like like this, like this. So this is digital signal. Maybe this is 1 and this is 0, like this. Is it okay? And digital data nothing but you can say like this 1, 0, 1, 1 like this. This is the digital data. You can say this is the digital signal. That means you have to represent in the form of waveform, digital waveform. Now tell me what are the techniques for this? Can anyone know what are the techniques? What are the techniques? Techniques for digital data to digital signals. See here, input is 1011, output is the waveform like this. How can you get the waveform like this from the 1011? What are the techniques are available? Do you heard about this RZ? What is the meaning of that? RZ. Don't know? NRZ. line coding techniques, return to 0, non-return to 0, Manchester coding, and etc. All these are used to convert from. Do you remember about the pulse code modulation? Pulse code modulation. What is the output of the pulse code modulation? The output of the pulse code modulation is like this only, right? Is it true or not? The output of the delta modulation, output of the pulse code modulation is like this or not? Right? The output of the pulse code modulation. So in the form of bits, I think you can observe in your laboratory also. If you know about the experiment of pulse code modulation, all these things. So for that purpose, you have to use line coding techniques like return to 0, non-return to 0, unipolar return to 0, bipolar return to 0, Manchester coding, discrete Manchester coding. So many techniques are there. So that's it about the encoding techniques. Clear about this? Or any doubts? Clear about these four? Okay. Right. Now coming to your syllabus, so I want to share your syllabus copy once. See your syllabus. Unit 1 is coding for reliable digital transmission and storage. Except first 1 or 2 topics, remaining all is about the codes. First is about the information, average information, mutual information like entropy, what are the errors, what are the error control strategies. Except these 1 or 2 topics, remaining all are about the codes. Linear block codes, cyclic codes, convolutional codes, turbo codes, space-time codes. All the codes are error correcting codes. And remember one thing, in order to correct the errors, first it has to detect the error. That's why you can say that error controlling codes, right? Directly I want to start with the coding part, block codes. I think you know about the information, right? In PTSP subject, I think we are having the information theory topic, 5th unit of PTSP subject. Do you remember that? Information theory. What is the information? What is the formula for information? What is the average information? What is entropy? What is mutual information? I think up to this entropy already you know that. Respond me. Is it true or not? Right? Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. So coming to codes, okay, no problem. Again, I will give you the definition of information and what is the formula for information, what is average information, mutual information, entropy, and all those things. I will give you no problem. But remember one thing: in order to complete this subject, Here the probability formulas are required, and the coding part is required. Some logical analysis also required. No need to buy out all these things. Everything is coding part. Only less theory is available. Only a few topics are available. The theory topics. Remaining is totally is coding part only. So logical thinking is very important. Our name itself indicates that coding part nothing but don't expect the theory, right? Only mathematical formulas, mathematical analysis, and the logical thinking. How to design a code? How can you get the code? How the code can detect the errors? How the code can correct the errors? How many errors can be corrected by? How many errors can be detected? How many errors can be corrected? What are the encoding techniques? What are the decoding techniques? All these you have to know. And what are the differences between the linear codes and convolutional codes? What is the definition of linear code? What is the form of code? Now I told that what is the meaning of K, what is the meaning of N? What are the decoding techniques are available here? The important decoding technique is syndrome decoding. So this one. What is syndrome decoding? What is the probability of an undetected error of linear codes over a BSC, binary symmetric channel? So BSC indicates that here binary symmetric channel. So what is the Hamming code? How many errors can be detected with the help of Hamming code? How many errors can be corrected? What are the formulas you have to use in order to detect the errors and correct the errors? All these things you have to know. Okay. Can I start with the definition of black code? Can I close the syllabus copy? Right. So first coming to definition of black code. What is black code? Now only I told that after the channel encoding, we are having the encoded bits, n number of bits. To get that n number of bits, you have to add n minus k parity bits to the k number of message bits. So the code consists of n number of bits in a particular code. In that n number of bits, k message bits and n minus k parity bits, also called as redundant bits. Such a code is known as block code. So I want to write the definition here. So black code is nothing but these codes consists of n number of bits in one block. Or you can say that one code word. Block code. These codes consists of n number of bits in one block or n number of bits in one code word. Here simply remember that code word nothing but group of bits. It is having some number of bits, or you can say that group of bits, right? These codes consist of n number of bits in one block or code word. That is the meaning of black code. Or you can also say that here now let other code word. This code word consists of k message bits n minus k parity bits, or you can say that redundant bits. If the code word consists of k message bits and n minus k redundant bits, such a type of black code is called as n comma k block code. Right? That is the definition of block code, or simply you can remember like n comma k block code. So in the n comma k block code, n message code word, that is encoded bits, output bits, k message bits, n output bits, k message bits, n minus k parity bits, also called as redundant bits, or you can say that extra bits, or you can also say that check bits. I'm repeating once again: check bits, parity bits, some extra bits, redundant bits. So n comma k block code. But coming to our syllabus, the first one is linear block code. Linear block code. Before that, in general, what is the classification of these error detection and correction codes actually? So this is just definition of block code. In general, the error detection and correction codes, so many types actually, so many types of error controlling codes, but broadly these codes are classified into two types. Those two types are, first one is block codes. Second one is convolutional codes. Okay. So the codes are broadly classified into two types here: block codes and convolutional codes. So in your syllabus also, first about the block codes, next about the convolutional codes. Again, block codes nothing but the examples of block codes is Hamming code. Hamming code is the example for block code. BCH is the example for block code. Like this. Hamming code is the example of block code. BCH is the example of block code. And cyclic code is the example of block code. So many types and etc. Similarly, when you go for the convolutional codes, turbo code is the example for convolutional codes, and trellis code is the example for convolutional codes. So broadly classified into only two types: block codes and convolutional codes. Again, convolutional block codes nothing but linear block code, Hamming code, BCH code, cyclic code, and etc. Convolutional codes are turbo codes, trellis codes, and etc. And the main difference is, when you go for the block codes, k value is greater than 1 in block code. In block codes, k value is greater than 1, and when you go for the convolutional codes, k value is equal to 1 for convolutional. Right? This is one of the difference between this block code and convolutional code. So many differences, depends upon the topic. I will explain, no problem. When importance is there, then I will give the difference between those two. Here thing is, remember that what are the types of block codes and what are the types of convolutional codes, and k nothing but message bits here, number of message bits. When you go for the block codes, the k value is greater than 1. And coming to convolution codes, the k value is equal to 1. Right? Now, once again, coming to black code, already we know about the definition. Now, only I give the black code definition. Definitions, some of the important definitions. And the first one is black code, already completed. Next, I want to give the definition of linear code or linear block code. All of you following or not? Can anyone respond?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Can I move further or any confusion is there? Yes, any confusion?
No,
These are not the revision classes. All these are new to you. Listen carefully, because when you are in class, directly I can observe your faces. You can ask me doubts, no problem. But this is an online class. You have to respond, no problem. You can respond in chat box. Otherwise, you can unmute your audio. You can ask me, no problem. I am not the resource person like to deliver the webinar or PPT or some workshops or FDP like that. You can ask me at any point of time, no problem. I think clear about the black code definition, right? Remember one thing is in the black code, n number of bits, k number of message bits, n minus k number of parity bits. Okay. Next, coming to linear code. Linear code. So this is very, very important. You can say that linear block code also. If the block code is satisfies the linearity property, then you can say that that code is the linear code. So the definition of linear code is if the two code words of the linear code are added by modulo 2 arithmetic, then it produces look at that once. Two code words are added by the modulo 2 arithmetic, then it produces third code word in the code. Clear about this? I think you to understand this there is some difficulty. I want to give in another way. I think this is easy. A block code is said to be linear. I will give the condition here. Said to be linear code if its code words satisfy the condition. I think this is the way easy to remember the definition. The black code is said to be linear code if its code word satisfies the condition that the sum of two code words gives the another code word. I think this is somewhat easy. Look at the second definition. This is easy to remember. A code word is said to be linear code word if it satisfies the condition. The condition is the sum of any two code word gives the another code word in the particular code. Don't confuse. There is some confusion like what is code word, what is code, and all these things. Here my point is, for example, k number of message bits. K number of message bits gives the how many number of code words. That is important. Code word is nothing but group of bits here. Or the encoded bits is nothing but a code word. For example, I want to go for a encoder. The number of message bits for that encoder is k. K is the number of message bits. How many number of possible combinations? Now tell me one thing here. For example, 2 bits are the 0 and 1. How many number of possible combinations? For 2 bits, how many number of possible combinations?
4.
0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, right? 4 combinations.
Yes, sir.
2 bits nothing but 4 combinations. That is 2 power 2, right? Similarly, when you go for the 3 bits, how many combinations?
Right.
8 combinations. 0, 0 to 1, right? Similarly, k number of message bits nothing but k number of message bits nothing but 2 power k. 2 power k number of code words. 2 power k. K message is nothing but 2 power k code words are available. For example, 3 message is nothing but 8 code words. 4 message is nothing but 16 code words. Is it okay? Now look at the definition. 16 code words. Listen carefully. 16 code words nothing but all these code words is nothing but a one particular code, one block code. That means when we go for k is equal to 4. Once again, when you go for k is equal to 4, how many number of code words here? 16 code words. That block code is having the 16 code words. Total all those. Here definition is any two code words satisfies the condition. Sum of any two code words gives the another code word. That means when you add two code words, it has to give the result as another code word in that particular code. Then only you can say that that code is the linear code. That block code is the linear block code. Okay, I want to show an example also. Clear about the definition? First of all, like you can say that three code words I want to say, like suppose C I. Right in suffix Ci is the one code word. Cj is another code word. Ck is another code word. 3 code words I want to consider. Linearity property nothing but you can say that Ci is equal to Cj plus Ck. Is it okay? Suppose if you consider 3 code words, Ci is the code word, Cj is the code word, Ck is the code word. If Ci equal to Cj plus Ck or Cj equal to Ck plus Cj, if it is true, then only you can say that that code is the linear code. Okay, I want to show an example here. This is the textbook you have to use actually. This is the important textbook for all these syllabus. This is I want to show you one block of codes here. See here. Is my screen is visible clearly? See, binary black code with k is equal to 4 and equal to 7. K equal to 4. K number of message bits. See, look at this. 4 message bits. How many number of possible combinations here? 16 combinations. 4 zeros to 4 ones. Now look at the code words. How many number of code words here? 16 code words. How can you get all these code words? I will give you the formula. I will explain that. No problem. Don't confuse. Don't think that how can you get all these code words. Now itself, don't think about all those things. I will give you the formulas. I will give you the procedure to generate all these code words. Just for example, I want to show here. So these are the message bits and 4 message bits, 16 combinations. All these are the code words. So here my definition is sum of any two code vectors. Sum of any two code vectors gives the another code word in this particular code. So meaning of that is, for example, when you add these two code words, it has to give one code word that should be present in this 16 combinations. Then only you can say that the code word is the linear code, or the code is the linear code. Is my point is clear? Do one thing. Take one example here. Take any two code words. For example, take this code word. Write on that 1110010. Suppose this is CI. For example, 1110010. This is one code. Take another code like 0111001. 1110010 and 0111001. Take these two codes. Okay, now tell me the code actually. A codes, what are the codes we are selected? Tell me once.
1110010.
Wait. 1110010. 10, right? This is one code. Tell me another one.
01111
Okay.
001.
Okay. Now add these two. When you add these two, and remember one thing, you are adding nothing but XOR operation. That's why I told that modulo 2 addition. So modulo 2 nothing but XOR operation, right? Now when you add these two, when you add these two, tell me 1 0, 1 XOR 0. What is the answer? Can anyone respond? What is the answer for 1 XOR 0? XOR operation. XOR operation 1 XOR 0.
1.
1, right? 1 XOR 0 1. 1 XOR 1 0. 1 XOR 1 0. 0 XOR 1 1. 0 XOR 0 0. 1 XOR 0 0 XOR 1 1. Now when you add these two, what is the answer? 1001011. Now we have to check, is this code word is available or not in that particular code. If it is available, then you can say that that code is the linear code. Now clear? Just I want to check here. Remember this 1001011. I want to check that. 1001011. 1001011. Where it is? 1001011. Yes, it is available here. See, 1001011. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Not only these two, you can take any two code words. You can take any two code words. Here 16 combinations are available. You can take, and here one more doubt is, how can you select this is the code word and all these things? Once again I am telling you, don't think about all those things. I will give you the clarity, I will give you the formulas, I will give you the procedure, how to get the code word. Yes, somebody is unmuted. Mute your audio. I will give the formulas and I will explain all those things. How can you get all these code words, right? Just to explain about the linear code, I want to show here. Not only those two code words, you can take any two code words. For example, I want to take first two code words. So 0 1 0 1 means 1 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 0. So that is this one only. 110100 same. You can take any two code words. You can check once. I want to hold this one. You can check. You can take any two code words. Add those two and check the resultant code word is available or not. Check it once. All of you do that. Take any two code words. Add those two code words. Check whether the resultant code word is available or not. Because this is the linear code word. That's why I say that take any two code words and add those two code words. Do it first. Or take this one.
సార్
Tell me.
సార్ మనం చేసిన ఆన్సర్ కరెక్టా కాదా అని ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది సార్?
Oh, XR operation కదా.
ఎస్ సార్.
You don't know about the XR operation?
ఐ నో సార్.
చేసింది కరెక్ట్ కాదని చెప్పి ఇక్కడ చెప్పలేము. అది ఎలా చెప్పడం ఎలా? Suppose in this example I can say that because I know that this is a code word, this is a linear code. I know that this is a linear code. Suppose your answered code word is not here, then definitely I can say that if something is wrong in that, because I know this is the linear code. But in general, for example, if you add two numbers, 1 plus 2 equal to 3, you know the answer. That's why you can say that this is the correct one. Suppose you don't know the answer between the addition of 1 and 2. How can you say that the given one is correct or not? Is the point is clear?
ఎస్ సార్.
Is it okay? Is it okay? Here my point is I want to check whether the given code is linear code or not. So XR operation correct or not means just you have to check. You have to go for the XR operation. You have to compare the truth table. Then you have to say that is it correct or not. Just go for the XR truth table. Go for the XR truth table and check. I think
Okay,
according to
sir.
XR operation, 0 XR 1 equal to what is the answer? Is it 0 or 1?
1, sir.
0 XR 1 is the 1. 1 XR 0 is the 1. 0 XR 0, 0. 1 XR 1 also
0.
I think whenever two same inputs and output is 0, different inputs output is 1. Is it true or not? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All of you clear about this linear code?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And that is the definition of linear block code. And here few properties are also available for linear block code. The first property of linear block code is, I want to change the slide. Just here I will give the two properties, then I will stop the class. Properties of linear block code. So first one is any three code words. Like I want to assume that CI is the code word, CJ is the code word, CK is the code word, such that now I can give that CI is equal to CJ plus CK, then D of CJ comma CK is equal to W of CI. This is the first property. Any three code words, or you can also say that code vector also, don't confuse code word or code vector. Three code vectors or three code words, CI, CJ, CK, or you can say that C1, C2, C3 also, no problem. Then D of CJ comma CK equal to W of CI, or you can also say that D of CJ, CI comma CJ equal to CK, it may be anything. So here what is D, what is W? D nothing but distance, W nothing but weight. distance between these two code words, weight of this code word. Once again, I'm repeating. D of Cj comma Ck nothing but distance between the Cj comma Ck, and W of Ca nothing but weight of Ci. Right? So this is one of the property. Now you have to know how can you find the distance between the two code words. How can you find the weight of the code word? That means you have to know the definitions of distance of the code word and weight of the code word. So in order to get this property, I want to give you two more definitions. So first definition is Hamming distance. Hamming distance. Take the definition. Hamming distance. So the Hamming distance between the two code words is equal to the, just write down. The Hamming distance between the two code words is equal to the Hamming distance between the two code words is equal to the number of elements in which they differ. I am repeating, the Hamming distance between the two code vectors is equal to the number of elements in which they differ. Number of elements in which they differ. Simple. One example here, meaning of that is, for example, x is equal to 101. That is one code word. And y equal to 110. This is another code word. Now I want to find the distance. Distance of x comma y. Can anyone, what is the answer? Look at the definition. Tell me the answer. What is the distance between these two code words? X equal to 101, y equal to 110. What is the distance between these two? Look at the definition. Number of elements in which they differ. M. Swati. Answer is 0. Good, but wrong answer. Simple. See, x is equal to 101, y equal to 110. What is the first element in the x? 1. What is the first element in the y? Again 1. Is there any difference between these two?
No.
No difference. Now next coming to second element. Here 0, here 1. That means one difference is there. Coming to third element. Here 1, here 0. Total how many differences? 2 differences. Now answer is 2. For example, one more example. X is equal to 1 1 1 0 1 0 like this. For example, like this, and y equal to 1 0 0 1 0 1. Okay, this one. Now tell me what is the distance between these two, x comma y. 1 2
6.
4 5. Right? That is the answer.
6.
All right. Now clear about the Hamming distance. I think you clear about the distance. Now what about the weight? Now you know that procedure to find the distance between the two code words. How can you find the weight? Weight of the code word. Weight of a code word is nothing but very simple. Number of non-zero elements in the code word. 6. Wrong answer. Oh, 6 means distance. Distance. Okay, right answer. Now coming to weight of a code word. Weight nothing but number of non-zero elements in the code word. I'm repeating once again. The Hamming weight of a code word can be defined as number of non-zero elements.
Answer.
Number of non-zero elements nothing but what is the meaning of that? Number of ones. Now tell me, what is the weight of this code word? What is the weight of this code word? Number of non-zero elements.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. What is the weight of this code word? 4.
4.
Right.
4.
Weight of 2. Weight of this code word is 2. So now come into property. Now come into property. I told you what is the property here? This one. Cj comma Ck given to W of Ci. Open the previous example. Here I told that this is the example, right? 1110010, 0111001. This is the addition between these two. What is the distance between these two? Distance between these two is, what is the distance? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Distance is equal to 4. Now when you add these two, this is the resultant code word. What is the weight of this code word? 4. Okay? This is one code word. This is another code word. When you find the distance between these two code words, 4 here, because number of elements in which they differ, 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the resultant one. The weight of the resultant one equal to 4. That means we can say that D of Cj comma Ck equal to W of Ci. Now this property is proved here. Clear about this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Now next property. Another property is minimum distance. This is very important. Minimum distance of the code word. Minimum distance of the code is, that is D minimum equals to W minimum, or you can say the minimum weight. Write in suffix actually, D minimum equal to W minimum. Simple, minimum distance equal to minimum weight. Is this point here? That means see the previous example. What is the distance between those two code words?
4, sir.
In same 4, right? What is the weight here? 4, right?
4.
What is the minimum weight?
4. 4, sir.
Minimum weight. So your meaning of that is minimum weight nothing but, so or do one thing, take one more example. Here what I want to say is 1101000. Suppose this is one code word. 1011100. This is another code word. Okay. Na? Now when you add these two, what is the answer? 0110100. Right? Now the second property is D minimum equal to W minimum. D minimum equal to W minimum. What is the distance? What is the distance between these two?
3.
Distance between these two is 3, right? Okay, distance between these two is 3.
3.
Here the weight of Ck is also 3, right?
Yes,
Here
sir.
my point is minimum weight nothing but coming to these two code words. What is the weight for this? What is the weight for first code word?
3.
Weight for first code word is 3, right?
3.
And weight for second code word is
4.
4. Minimum between those two. What is the minimum between those two?
3. 3.
3 is the minimum.
Three.
That is the distance here. Okay. So minimum weight equal to distance between those two code words. That's what I want to say. Once again, I am repeating. Minimum weight between those two code words is equal to distance between those two code words. So weight of the first code word is 3, weight of the second code word is 4, minimum weight between these two is 3, the distance between these two also 3. Not only this example, you can take any example. Maybe this one also you can take like that. So see, first one weight is 4, second one weight is 4. So minimum weight nothing but 4 only. What is the distance? Again 4. Is it okay? Not only these two examples, you can take any example, no problem. If it is a linear code, it is 2. Minimum weight equal to distance between those two code words. That is the another property. So here definition of block code, definition of linear block code, definition of Hamming weight, definition of Hamming distance. How can we find the distance between the two code words? How can we add the two code words? How can you find the weight of the code word? All are clear or any doubts?
Clear, sir.
Once again I am repeating. Hamming distance, Hamming weight, block code definition, linear block code definition, action of two code words, that is a linear property. All are clear? Only 70 members, 77 members are left out. I will check, right? Shall we stop here? Or shall I continue? Respond. Okay? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Any doubts? Amulya,
No.
Amulya is talking. No?
No, sir.
Varsha, what is your doubt? Second property, yeah? Varsha, unmute your audio. You want second property, right? Okay, second property is simple. Here, what I want to say is minimum weight of the any two code words is equal to the distance between those two codes. Once again, I am repeating. Distance between those two code words is equal to minimum weight of those two code words. If you take these two code words, what is the weight of this code word? 4. Weight of this code word is 4. What is the distance between those two? 4 here. And coming to this, weight of this code word is 3. And weight of this code word is 4. Minimum weight between these two code words is 3. Distance is 3. Suppose minimum weight equal to 3, distance equal to 4. That means that is the wrong answer. You have to get the distance between any two code vectors is equal to the minimum weight between those two code words. That is the important property of linear block code. Now clear about the Varsha? Clear about this Varsha? Once again I am repeating. Minimum weight of any two code words is equal to the distance between those two code words. It is true. Suppose here, year 3, year 4, your answer is equal to 4 here. Meaning of that is you are doing something wrong. Your answer is wrong. Remember that. Because here minimum weight equal to 3. Minimum weight equal to 3. So you have to get the answer is 3. Here also suppose 4, 4. Suppose your answer is 5. Again wrong. Or your answer is 4, 2. Again wrong. 3. Again that is also wrong. The distance between two code words is equal to minimum weight between those two code words. Any more doubts? Shall I end the meeting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. I think all are ready.